It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinosaurus.
Yeah, we are back, and this time we're getting more serious, more professional than we have ever been before. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Quigley, and I am joined by the vivacious, vitriolic vixen, Dina Ashmore. What's going on, Dina?
I thought you were going to say that about Peter-Shaun.
That's what I was hoping.
I can't react.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm trying to ease our new guest into this episode. So we are joined by Dinosaurus, Dina Ashmore, and we are so pumped up because today's episode, we have got a legend, a Twitter legend on our hands. This man is a GIF master. In fact, this is how me and him bonded. First, we were bitter rivals and enemies because he out-gifted me in a conversation, and that hurt my pride. But we have got author of the Blood and Oath Promise, Peter-Shaun Tyrell. What's going on?
Hello, man. How are you? My heart's beating so quick. I'm so nervous. That was a good intro. You did get me book name wrong, though, Dan.
Yeah, you definitely did. You fucked it up. I saw it, and I was like, no.
Damn it. So my Kindle was taking too long to turn on. And so, all right, hold on. Let me do this. Oh, God, I said the Blood and Oath
Price.
Yeah,
Price.
Price. I know, I fucked it up. All right. Hey, game faces, everyone. We're gonna redo this scene. All right, so we're gonna pretend that I totally didn't just immediately butcher our first author's.
Fucking.
All right. So we are joined by a Twitter legend, by the man, the myth. You can't even keep it together. He's losing it immediately. We are joined by Peter-Shaun Tyrell. Oh, God damn it! Where's my booking? We're very, very professional. We're very, very professional. This is all right. We are joined by a Twitter legend, Peter-Shaun Tyrell, the author of The Oath and Blood Price, Part 1, currently out on Amazon. I totally didn't take like 4 takes to get that right.
No, that was the first time. Yeah, first time. Yeah, flawless. Thanks for inviting me on. I'm really nervous, but I'm very excited.
Well, hopefully that my absolute professionalism has put you at ease.
Yeah.
In good hands. Good
hands.
Yeah. So we've got our first author on this show. So we're going to be talking a lot about him. We're going to be asking some questions about his life, about his book, and we're going to find some really random, stupid questions to ask him as well. But before we get started, we have producer Sean, the voice of reason, the man of sound effects, here to make sure that we don't lose our minds completely. How you doing, Sean?
Doing all right. Welcome, Peter-Shaun. Glad to have you.
So we've got a drinking game that we do on this podcast. It is called Buffalo. So for everyone that can see us live on this screen, it's not live, so you're lying to everyone. We have a drinking game. It is called Buffalo, and here is how it works. Whatever your dominant hand is. So I am right-handed. What are you, producer Sean?
I am right-handed.
Dinosaurus.
I'm ambidextrous, bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm right-handed. I'm right-handed.
And author Sean, what do we got? What's our handedness?
Right hand.
All right. So we are never allowed to drink with our right hand, ever. If you drink with your right hand and anyone calls out and says buffalo, you've got to finish your drink on the spot. So it means you have to drink constantly with your left hand. Yeah, drink. Get all
everything switching.
Put it all on your left.
I can swear. We can swear, can't we?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, if there's any...
Can we swear?
We'd be disappointed if you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. This is not that PG kind of podcast. So if you have children around or if you are offended by swearing, does Sesame Street do a podcast? Yeah. Why?
That's a good point. Why are you offended by swearing?
Oh, I totally missed it. I was not listening. So sorry.
So that is going to be the name of the game. If we catch this at any point in time, and if you see me constantly turning around and be like, wait, which hand did they use? That's why. So we're going to be playing Buffalo. This is a game for life. Once you've opted in, Peter-Shaun, have you opted in?
I've consented.
And
He
show
is
us
a
your left hand so we don't know. So we know if you're mirrored or not.
So this
Okay.
is left hand. Yeah.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you're not mirrored. Okay.
So it's
All right.
bedpost side.
Bedpost side.
Okay.
We know a thing about bedposts here.
Oh Lord.
So
Made it weird.
immediately.
No?
Yep.
All right. So if we see that drink, you got to finish your drink. So we got to be ready. So hopefully we'll lull him into a false sense of security. He'll switch hands without thinking, and we're going to catch him. It's going to be beautiful. All right. So you ready to get started? Everyone got the get shaken out. So here's going to be our icebreaker, because this is going to be who reads our bad sex scene at the end of this book. We're going to give each other a bunch of one-liners, some hot, steamy pickup lines. Whoever breaks first and laughs loses. So we need to get, for the folks at home on the podcast, you're going to have to understand that we are all going to be very stonely, very silent, steely-eyed, if you will. Look at it. You can't just hold your mouth together. That doesn't count, Sean. He is already out there
I'm
cheating.
already breaking.
We haven't even started yet. So we can just assume that he's going to be reading. All right.
Yeah.
Dina, you want to start us immediately. Get us, how are our pants going to be dropped on the floor soon?
I didn't know that I had to come with my own pickup lines. Please hold.
Oh, you just assume that everyone picks you up, all right, Miss Arrogant over here.
No, I'm quite the catch, you know, Tina.
I mean, look at those long, luscious locks. Yeah, look at that, beautiful.
So will we?
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Am I going now?
Oh yeah, you have to.
Oh, okay. Did you by chance grow up on a farm? Oh, that's weird. You sure know how to raise a good cock. That's
We have not gone very far in this game at all.
Number one.
That is. I had no idea what we were getting into, but that's incredible.
That was.
All right, so that was a tie because we all lost immediately.
I never
No,
laughed.
Daniel.
No,
that was
you. Oh, I
Daniel.
saw your
Oh,
face.
that was you, buddy.
I have to
definitely did.
support my sister wife. That was you, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, give a little background on the relationship of you and Peter-Shaun.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Wait, should he give it or should? That's what she said.
You can't. That's what she said yourself.
Should I tell?
Once
the
again, we're a
story,
very
or
professional podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Am I just gonna tell the story?
No, Peter-Shaun, tell us about how you became a sister wife.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
For a storyteller, I don't know if I would do it justice, but I think if I remember correctly,
I'm gonna fuck it up.
oh well,
Yeah, no pressure.
there was me and our friend Carlos,
Mhm.
and we were. I can't remember the dynamic. Who was fighting over who? Oh no, I remember. No, I remember now. So you saw someone at the end of your drive who was naked.
What?
Yeah. And then you said, oh, it looked like Carlos. And then I think I dropped in and I was like, hang on, where was my invite? And then me and Carlos started out trying to out-gif each other. And then I think to come to kind of some mutual agreement, we all decided to be sister wives. Is that right?
Much. That's pretty much the summary, yeah.
So
Yeah, pretty
naked
much.
person
Close enough.
leads to
No,
new
so-
relationships.
Actually,
Yeah.
it was like some plumber dropped his pants in my driveway. And like, I didn't call a plumber.
What?
That's like the beginning of like a
That's how a
film,
porno
isn't
starts.
it?
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
how a porno starts.
Like, and I was just like really freaked out and I tweeted it. And Carlos was just like, oh, sorry, that was me. And then those two started on whatever they were on. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we started fighting over Carlos. And then
Fair.
I bought Peter-Shaun's book.
And that's it. And the story
He's
ends.
like,
So the
"Alright,
story
here
with
we
the
go."
nude plumber ends with buying Peter-Shaun's
Just buy
book.
my book, yeah.
That's
All
it.
roads lead to my book.
So this is marketing 101 if you want
Yeah.
to.
Make a sale.
See, the thing is, I was actually the plumber, and it was a part of my plan for you to buy me book. It's all worked out.
That's called viral marketing right there.
Yeah.
Again,
For
The
sure.
Oath and Blood Price, Part 1, available on Amazon.
Very good.
Got him.
You can do my trailer. That's good. Sean. I like that.
Yes. Oh,
Do you
wait till we
prefer
get the
Dan or
production.
Daniel?
Yeah, anything, man. Just
Anything.
yeah.
Okay,
We call Sean
cool.
Papa Sean because he's our only mature adult in this room. So
Papa Sean's really cool, though.
I
That's
call
such
him
a good
Daddy
name.
Sean. So.
And don't worry, if you thought that my voice was good for that, hold on, Sean, hit him with the production value of naming his book. Give us the full announcer voice.
Get the name right.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. Who would ever do that? That's embarrassing.
I'll close my eyes for the fourth.
All right. The Oath and Blood Price, Part 1, by Peter-Shaun Tyrell.
Yes!
That's
This
so good.
Yeah.
So
This is
good.
the type of production value you get by being on the Don't Make It Weird podcast.
Is that how it's going to be introduced at the beginning of the show?
Fuck yeah, it is. Yeah, we're gonna use that.
That's
Yeah,
so good.
yeah, absolutely, it is.
It's like Darth Vader-esque as well. It's got those vibes, hasn't it? You know.
No, hey, if you're talking about full sleeve tattoos, because by the way, we're gonna need to address your full sleeves, but Sean over here, producer Papa Sean, has just full sleeve Star Wars tattoos. Like, I mean, hold it up to the camera, Sean. Give us a little.
It's
love.
true. It's true. I do.
Wow, I've never loved you more.
Oh, that's cool, that man.
That is a
It
good
goes
one.
all
Yeah.
the way onto my shoulder. I'd show you all of it, but I'd
Should?
have to be shirtless, and I
Do
don't
it.
think this is that.
we're
kind of
not
podcast.
at that level yet.
It's okay, man.
All right, so
I'm not,
so-
I'm
Am
not
I
calling you
supposed to
Daddy Sean as you do it. Okay?
that is
Am
a
I
rule of
supposed
the.
to keep going with my pickup lines?
No, we're going around in a circle. So I've already
Oh,
got. So we're gonna.
oh,
So we're gonna
okay.
have this like. All right, so you know put a finger up. So as long as you don't get 3 fingers up, you
Okay.
get to advance. So
I-
I've already got.
I
one
don't have
finger
any
up.
prepared, you know.
Oh, you got to come up with something.
I
know you-
didn't either.
Yeah, get to googling.
Okay.
There's a thread on Twitter of
Yep,
suggestions
there
from people.
is. We did.
Yeah, we
All right,
did.
all right. So I'm gonna go next. Give Peter-Shaun some time. So all right. Hey, baby. Do you do karate? Because your body's kicking. Damn it. I got Dina's just looking at me with scorn right now. I failed this. So my pickup line, not a good one to start with.
No,
I'd not
that's-
bring the A game.
Weak.
All right, I'm gonna have to dust off some of the bigger
I was so
ones.
proud I didn't laugh at that.
Listen,
So we've
I
already
forgot.
established.
I forgot that I wasn't supposed to laugh, and I still didn't laugh.
Words hurt, guys. Words hurt. Fuck. All right, Peter-Shaun, you ready? Do you got a pickup line for us?
But they're all shit, I must say. Like, the ones I'm looking at, they're not dirty enough.
They're not dirty.
No.
I mean, Dina just hit us with such a home run right off the bat. Like, I don't even.
That
know
was
how to...
so good, yeah. That
Ah,
killed
fuck,
me.
man. I feel like I've heard all of them before, and I hadn't heard that one.
No, that was the first.
Oh fuck.
Small town charm, baby.
Oh, that's a bit shit, that, isn't it?
You
All right, Dina, give us another one.
want to go? Okay.
Yep.
Was your mother a beaver? Damn, girl.
Oh!
Fuck.
I got it. It took me a second.
That was too subtle for our caveman brain.
Sorry,
I
I'm
just,
smarter
to
than
be
you
honest,
guys.
I just heard beaver and it was
Immediately
just white
lost.
noise after that. You know? This is.
I gotta
this
give
is
it-
a-
okay.
I think I do.
All right,
Nah,
let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
Did you take your vitamin D today? You want to?
All right, that's a
That
point
was a
for
lot.
Dina for sure.
I
That
was
was a
looking
lot.
at him.
It's so a backstory that you don't know is my wife has a thing for accents, and one of her absolute favorite things is that across the pond, instead of calling them vitamins, they're called vitamins. So when she hears this later, you will have absolutely seduced my wife, and you didn't even realize it.
No.
Grumpy.
I have no comfortable way to respond to that.
Don't worry, he's a proud cuck. Okay.
Fucking hell. Papa
You thought
Sean
this was going to be a
Savage,
normal
man.
interview, bud. You thought this was going to be a normal interview. It's
I wasn't ready for this. I was not ready.
She said.
I
All right,
heard,
so
I
everyone
heard-
has a point at this point, according
All
to
right.
my score.
All right,
Wait,
so
did I
here's-
Wait,
laugh?
no.
I
No,
didn't laugh.
Peter-Shaun didn't laugh.
You didn't laugh.
Daniel's
No,
at
he
got
held
two.
it together because he physically held his face shut.
Oh,
But
from the
no,
beginning.
because that's just I'm just a naturally vibrant, sunny guy. Anyway.
I thought that you scouses, so you used our terminology.
That's good.
I
Proud
thought
of
you guys were supposed to have that very cheeky, dry sense of humor. Because I see a lot
Yeah,
of
we-
smiling, bud.
yeah, we do. But when I'm being hit with these like pickup lines, it's just all like it all goes out the window.
Everything. All right.
Everything,
So
yeah.
All
here,
right,
here's
correction. Daniel and Dina have points. Peter-Shaun
right.
does not have points.
we've gone to the tape. We've gone to the VAR, and
Mm.
Next.
Very topical, Dan. I like that.
thank you. You're welcome. Fucking as long as Liverpool can win a game, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, all right. Sorry,
Daniel.
I'm ready. So I know no soccer talk. All right. Hey, baby. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. I'm so bad at this. Why does everyone hate my pickup lines? Why am I so bad at this?
I feel like you,
You
should
know-
get a point for that one, Daniel.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, he's lost it completely. He's lost it completely.
Bullshit.
You know what? I'm actually expecting so much that as it's going, I'm going, oh, this is going to be good. And then
The
like,
letdown is
it
so big.
goes- Yeah. Oh wow.
So I'm glad. So we've kept the bar so low.
Mm.
All right. This is for the
I've-
money. Here's
okay.
for the money. Here we go.
Wait. Oh no. Is it my go?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you say your name was? I want to make sure I'm screaming the right name tonight.
I just okay.
Half.
I like
That was
that one.
good. Thank you.
Dina's holding it in. I think that's a point. That's a point.
That's a,
Because here's the
Oh.
thing is that I feel like we expect the woman to be the one screaming the names. Right now I'm just picturing Peter
Yeah,
Shaun.
that's what I was trying to do.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
that's exactly what it was.
That was quite good. I liked it.
I could
you.
just picture
Thank
her
you.
just like staring at her watch and Peter-Shaun's just like, Dina!
I'm having the best time ever.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right, Dina,
Dina?
here
Am
we
I
go.
going?
Yep.
All right, I'm ready. On a scale of 1 to America, how free are you tonight?
Oh.
Nothing? Are you fucking kidding me?
That
So
was a good one.
good.
That was a good one. I liked that one.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing, I'm just trying my hardest to keep it together.
See, I'm
That was a really good
English.
one.
That one went right over my head.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of
Literally-
fun.
We're
I
not
literally
fans
was
of
just like, he'll
liberty.
get it.
All right, I'm ready. Sean, I'm bringing it back
I'm
to
ready.
high school, man. I'm gonna bring out my biggest line.
That's what I'm
Hall of
talking
Fame
about,
line, huh?
man.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, baby. Did you know I'm like a leprechaun? Small, magical.
You don't fucking hear you. I couldn't hear you.
You couldn't hear me?
No.
He's laughing because he couldn't hear you, not because it was funny.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
I
do that one
you
again.
went-
All right. We're gonna try this again. Did anyone hear me?
I know what you said, but you
I
did
know,
have
I
audio
know the
issues.
line.
So
I know the pickup line, so.
I started that pickup line. That did not come from anywhere else. That's my original.
I have the original restaurant napkin with it written down. I'll show it to you.
All right. Just for
Take
Peter
two.
Shaun. All right, take 2. Hey, Peter Shaun. I'm like a leprechaun, baby. I'm small and magical.
And And that's a point for Peter-Shaun.
That's a point. That's a point. Peter-Shaun, I'm officially declaring you get to read our bad romance at the end of this show.
I only got 1 point.
Yeah, listen, I never said the game was fair, guys. I never said the game was fair. As co-host, I get to change all the rules.
Fucking hell.
Damn, that's savage as fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. I had a really good one coming up next, man.
All right, I want to hear it. Come on, Dina.
Let's do a bonus one, okay?
Yeah, bonus seduction. But hey, Dina, I need you to channel your inner steaminess. I need to be auditorially seduced.
If I were a watermelon, would you spit or swallow my seeds?
Fucking hell.
Did I get it? Did I get it? Mic drop.
Mic drop. I don't even. How do
I
we come
can't
back from
physically
that?
drop it, but it's
Yeah. Now, how are we supposed to transition to a serious topic such as books now?
Oh, I
none
know
of my.
I'd feel bad talking about my book after that killer line. Jeez. I want to say that to me. What? Say that again. I want to say that to me bird tonight. Are you a watermelon?
Yep.
If I were a watermelon, would you spit or swallow my seeds?
I'll swallow.
Sorry, you're writing
He's typing it out right now.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
It really, especially because it's from Dean.
I think, yeah, I think if we just give it, if we drop the plural and you say spit or swallow my seed, I think that's more impactful.
Just,
Oh, you're right.
That's impactful writing. That's
Totally
writing
agree with
tips
that.
101. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. A very special thank you to our show's sponsors, ML Garden Shop, your go-to online store for live plants and garden-related gifts on Etsy. They've got live plants, vintage pots and planters, and clothing and accessories for the plant lover in your life. ML Garden Shop has something for everyone, so go check out ML Garden Shop. That's EMEL Garden Shop on Etsy. That's etsy.com/shop/ML Garden Shop. That's EMEL Garden Shop. Use promo code WEIRD to get a 10% discount on your first order. Link is in the description, and thank you again to ML Garden Shop for supporting our show.
All right, so somehow we have to transition. We've got to move on. So Peter-Shaun Tyrell, again, God damn it, I'm not gonna. It's now so deep in my head.
Oh my God, Daniel!
It's so okay. Peter-Shaun Tyrell, The Oath in Blood Price. We're gonna get some author interview questions led by Dina. We want to get to know you. We want to intimately learn all of your secrets. And if you feel seduced afterwards, just no words, emotions only.
I promise not to seduce you. All right, first question. Staying on brand with episode 1 of Don't Make It Weird. Should yellow taste like banana, lemon, or shit?
Oh, well, it's shit now, isn't it? It has to be.
It has to be.
Yeah,
Has to be,
you've
absolutely.
reinvented the color.
The word,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like I keep seeing like the yellow outline for who's talking, and I'm just like shit.
Yeah,
across the
yeah.
screen. Like it's all and yeah.
When I can't remember when you were talking about it, was yellow, was that associated with the logo when you started talking about the color?
No, that was
No. So
Yep.
it's just a happy circumstance.
Oh, no. So Sean made the logo yellow because we needed yellow in the logo, and I demanded teal. So that was
that's how it
Right,
happened. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, no, yellow was definitely on purpose. That was a conscious decision. See, like I hope that this somehow like gets to like a reality TV. Like I want to see like the Real Housewives or the Ladies of London. Say to cross the pond, just they're at some like fancy dinner, and it's like you're so yellow, Like that's how I know we'll have made it as a podcast.
That's yeah. You know, there's already a Real Housewives of Chester and London and stuff like that.
Oh God, what was that?
Why was it slurping? What was it slurping?
Sean sometimes just throwing.
That
his
wasn't
curveballs.
me.
No, that's producer Sean. All right, so Dina,
Okay.
sorry. Where
Okay,
we
I'm
go
sorry.
next? We go on this journey.
All All right, you and I have had this conversation before, but we didn't get like in depth into it. Peter-Shaun, who's your favorite doctor?
I thought you were going to hold up a Dr. Pepper can then. that looked like product placement. My favourite doctor was Doctor Who, isn't it? Has to be
Yeah, that's
Doctor
what we're
Who.
talking about. Oh my God, never mind.
Oh, shit, no. Have I missed another setup?
No, who's your favorite doctor? Doctor Who? Not your actual
Specifically,
physical, like
which
primary
doctor
care
from
doctor.
Doctor Who?
Specifically, which doctor from Doctor?
Oh, I thought you meant like generally like fictional doctors in the world.
I would have loved if you were just like, yeah, Dr. Smith. He's my primary orthopedic.
He's he's been with me all my life. Yeah.
So transitioning to my next question, how am I doing on this interview? I'm just
good. Yeah, good. But David Tennant to ask you a question.
Right. You can stay. We don't have to kick him off now. Tell us the best lie you've ever told.
It can't be. Wow. I'm excited to be on this podcast.
That's bullshit.
Fuck. The best lie I've ever told. I've never lied.
You're full of shit. That was a lie right there.
Damn it.
And it wasn't even a good lie.
Oh, the best lie I've ever told. I don't think I'm that good at lying. I think I'm normally get found out. I've probably when I've convinced the world that the devil's not real.
Ooh. What's that from? That's from something.
Yeah.
No, that was me.
That was me. Essentially, he's trying to say he's Satan, and he's convinced the world that he doesn't exist.
Thank you for explaining. I wasn't going to get that at all.
Thank you for mansplaining to us, Sean.
Yeah. Can I turn my lights on?
Mentions now. That's just gonna be like, producer Sean is the worst human being in the world.
Can I quickly turn my lights on? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Be right back.
Did anybody else notice it was business up top, party down below? Yeah, okay.
As it should be.
Yeah, that's just
I just wanted to make sure.
Quigley is completely bottomless right now, by the way.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. That is how I am right now.
Full on Winnie the Pooh.
Oh God, I was lucky I wasn't wearing like underwear. Well, I am wearing underwear.
Wait, so you weren't wearing underwear?
Like just wearing underwear. I mean, came out wrong.
What's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
This bad boy. Old J cherry spiced rum.
Cherry spiced rum.
So good.
We can't even get that in the States. What the hell?
Really?
You're full of shit. Yes, we can.
We can't know cherry that. Are you sure?
Cherry.
I know we can get cherry spiced rum. I'm talking about a specific brand.
What is it?
Old J. Old J.
Oh, she's about to call us out right here. And now our new sponsor, Old J Cherry Spiced Rum.
The Whiskey Exchange has it for $25.
Not a sponsor.
Boom. Not a sponsor.
But yeah, that's my favorite.
We can get it. We can get it.
It's one of the only like liquors that I can drink straight without making a funny face, you know.
All right, next question. Have you ever peed in the shower, and why are you a liar?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Like everyone's been like 6 or 7 and done it then, you know.
Not me yesterday.
Yeah, you're a fucking liar. It's so convenient.
Oh my god.
Saves on water.
True.
It does, yeah. It's like an automatic flush, isn't it? You know?
Oh god.
Cilantro, are you pro or against it? And if you're pro, why are you satanic?
What?
Wait, what is cilantro
these are
in America?
loaded.
No.
These are loaded questions.
No, hang on, because what was the question?
Are you pro or against cilantro as a cooking?
I think he would know it better as coriander.
Right.
No,
okay.
coriander is a different spice.
Not in the UK.
Shut the fuck up. No,
Dina's
I have
losing her mind
cilantro.
right now.
I have cilantro and I have coriander.
Right. So coriander here refers to the spice. Coriander and the leafy part of the plant is the herb, the cilantro. Right?
How do you know that?
I'm the producer. I'm supposed to know these things.
Okay. Well, no.
He's also a hell of a cook, honestly.
Okay.
Fucking
Okay.
setup.
I've
Shit.
got fast Google fingers. Okay.
Okay.
That's bullshit.
Speaking of chat plans.
So, but you don't have to take any of this shit from Dina because she's anti-butter when cooking. Like, she's just
What?
anti-butter. I know.
But you know what? It's so, because when you said, are you pro or against? I was like, whoa, we're getting into something deep here. So when you said cilantro, I was like, what pro? What? I was thinking like pro guns and all that kind of stuff. And
Are we
like,
getting into the deep topics or spices?
yeah, I was like, what's cilantro in America, man? What
We're going to get really, really political with this.
right.
So,
Okay.
pro or against is a very serious thing for Dina. She's very
I mean,
political about these things.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm pro. I mean, I can't be against that.
Yes, you
Why
can.
would it be?
Well, here's the thing. Cilantro, at least here, has a very controversial divide. It's
Yeah.
very
Wow.
there's a line.
Yeah.
There and allegedly there's a gene that you might have that makes cilantro taste like soap.
What?
What?
It does.
So
It tastes
for
like soap.
Half of people find that it tastes like soap. The other half enjoy it just fine.
You know the way that you asked me that question about what's the greatest lie you ever told? Like all those people with that gene, that's their lie because that's full of shit.
It's a global conspiracy about
Absolutely.
cilantro.
So how many of those people have tasted soap and went, oh yeah, that's what that tastes like? Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
literally.
Their parents might have just gotten mad at
Yes.
them and washed their mouth out with soap. They said a curse
Or,
word or something.
or cilantro.
Or cilantro.
I'll make you eat cilantro if you don't use
Yeah.
bad words.
I
Nice.
have literally like compared it because to me it tastes like soap. So I literally was just like, no, I need to know if this is like a real thing. And yeah, I compared cilantro with soap. I'm not ashamed.
So
Wow.
for the folks at home, we've got some great global conspiracies: the moon landing, the flat Earth, and cilantro tasting like soap.
I'm gonna
That's a new
eat some.
extreme.
Yeah, so it's rice, it's coriander. Like that's how it's kind of known. Like we don't really, but I'm just gonna buy some and eat it tomorrow.
We
And
should,
like,
we should have this ready for him to eat it on the podcast.
oh,
Yeah,
you should shed.
some
Oh,
now.
before you join, just buy some. I would have bet it.
Prepare some herbs beforehand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's like that. Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh,
This is not
God.
where I thought this was gonna go at all.
Yeah, this is
No,
going in a whole
no.
new direction.
Yeah. I love it. Wow.
All right. Well, I'm panicking. I gotta find something else.
Mm.
Well, fuck.
I thought these were going to be questions about me book.
Oh no,
Like,
I've got that part.
No,
You
I'm-
haven't even gotten to
Okay.
that portion yet.
We're getting to know
I'm-
you now. We'll get to know
I'm
your,
the-
your work afterwards.
Afterwards,
My
yeah.
whole job was to be like a fangirl, and I'm failing miserably.
She's-
No, you are. No, I can tell how nervous you are and everything. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's just right there. That's an inappropriate question.
no, wait.
Now
So
I'm
we found
intrigued.
a line? There's a line in inappropriate questions here.
We haven't found the line yet. Keep pushing it.
Yeah.
I was told to ask if you were a boobs or a butt guy.
Ooh.
Oh, bum. Yeah, a bum, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Without
that's
that
beautiful.
answers
yeah.
that. You're
Yeah.
welcome. Okay.
I'm an elbows guy, but to each their own, you know?
I've seen your pictures, mate. I know what you're into.
At least it's not feet.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Peter-Shaun, because this is going to immediately tell whether we cut this interview off right now. Tell me you're not a feet guy, bud.
No, bum, strict bum. Yeah.
I about to like close. And
Immediately, we should lead all of our vetting questions for our authors. We can only have you on the podcast if you're not in defeat.
Into feet. Yeah, to each his own, whatever, floats the boat.
No.
We're into everything. Anything. You can horseplay.
Except
feet. Yep.
Yeah.
Most open-minded to everything except feet.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it, but I mean, whatever, Maybe that's the kink, isn't it? Is because no one gets it. And you're like, oh, no one gets
an enigma.
It's right. That's it, yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm sitting here looking at my feet, and I'm like, there's nothing appealing about feet. They're not that I would find like myself attractive, but that would no. Okay, all right.
That's a lie.
To be fair, like most feet are ugly, but my fiance has really pretty feet.
Ooh.
So he is a foot guy. Cancel this. Press X.
no, he's listen. He's just trying to back up his fiance.
No, wait there. But you can judge. You can judge something on it being pretty and ugly, whether you're into it or not. So you could not be into feet and be like, okay, that's an ugly pair of feet, or that's a pretty pair of feet. But now that's the greatest lie I've ever told.
We have turned a honest man into a liar in this podcast.
I know.
Growing up, I never fucking thought that I would be caught dead on a podcast talking about feet. This is not what I wanted for my life.
You've got it now.
Any more questions?
Well, I have as a segue to Daniel's questions coming up. Describe your novel using your best Sean Connery impression.
Do I have to do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the questions are for you.
She knows how to make a guest feel welcome on our podcast.
Okay. Describe me book with my best Sean Connery accent. Okay. Right there. I have to get like.
If you mess up the Sean Connery accent, you got to drink. So.
I didn't make that rule.
Okay, this is gonna be so fucked, but I'll do my best.
I'm ready.
A classic fantasy fiction novel. You could call it a splice between Lord of the Rings and the Trials of Hercules. That's what I've got. I'm not going further. Is that okay?
Pretty good.
That sounds beautiful.
That was oh my god, that was art. That was fucking art. Oh, now that's a heck of a transition. So we are going to be talking about your book. So my first question was going to be, what was your inspiration? But I feel like we've just covered that topic. So, when I was reading this, it's funny you say that because that was my first impression of The Oath and Blood Price. Now open on Amazon, now available for download. Was that like, this is a throwback, like, there's so many different genres, like the grimdark and all these different things, and your book was a throwback to kind of like the traditional roots of fantasy. Was that something that you wanted to do when you started writing this?
Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah. Like, so when I go into a shop looking for like a book, it's got those themes, like in like a chosen one, or someone who's been fixed with destiny to go and do great things. It's what I want to do through and through, because that's I read him. So basically, Talon of the Silverhawk by Raymond D. Feist was like the book that inspired me to write this book. So whenever I go and look for a book, I try and find books similar to that. So I couldn't find that many, so I was just like, well, I'll write one. And that's basically what it was.
And I was gonna say, man, you did a tremendous job on that, because but the thing that I thought was really interesting is that we have this basis where, in this world we have the humans, the elves, the dwarves. We're in this kind of like medieval European kind of like foundation for society. But and you've seen the orphan before in books, but the thing that I thought was so interesting is the difference that you made with him, where he's the town orphan. He had to get picked up and passed around by different members of this town. What inspired you for that kind of background for your character?
It's funny. It's kind of like what I was No, like, you have different thoughts on like how you see the perfect society and kind of, like when you philosophize and all that. And I've got this thing about just total integration of different like people. So if you get a person who sees multiple cultures and ways of living, then they're going to become kind of like a more open-minded person. And that's what it was essentially. If you have someone who sees as much as they can as they're growing up, then nothing's unusual to them, and they learn from all different things. That's what it was.
And I love it. And that was kind of like the cool thing, because Falcon, he figured out how to read, and he learned some combat stuff, and he had this diverse background because he stayed in different members of the town growing up. And I just thought that was such a kind of a unique way to make him that kind of jack of all trades character.
Yeah.
So one of the other things that I saw, and I'm a little bit of a dork here, but the Den Fist style. I love martial arts. I'm that old school kung fu guy. What was your inspiration for the Den Fist, for the kind of martial arts stylings that we find in this book?
Oh man, I'm so glad you asked me about that. No one's picked up on that. Like,
I love it.
Yeah. So thank you. It was just like, so there's like pugilism and all these like kind of fighting styles, and like when you read books, like fancy books, they don't really go into that. But you had like kung fu, that was started as a way of people to defend themselves. Like, so you'd have like I might get this wrong, but there was certain farmers would like train with the farming weapons to help them like defend against like feudal lords and stuff. And I thought, and that was obviously in a feudal system. So I was like, well, maybe I should incorporate that. And it's basically like it's Muay Thai. That's like I was proper into I am kind of into Muay Thai, and I used to train and all that. So I was like, well, I'll just throw that in my book and just have fun with it. And that's all. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Sorry, I was gonna, that got me so excited because you can actually see in my notes here I say Den Fist equals Muay Thai. So I got really pumped up when I saw that.
Yeah. And I thought I don't even plan on that being like a major part of the book at all. I just thought, well, I'll just throw that in and see what happens.
Stuck to the wall, man.
Stuck to the wall. Yeah. Well, thank you for picking up on that. You're the first person to pick up on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well done, then.
Whew, I get some points there, but yeah. So I mean, so that was one of the things, because again, like I love martial arts, so like seeing he was up on his toes, like how he was trying to slip the punches and take the shots, like all that was really interesting. And even just like what type of fighting style, I guess, would you say was the basis for when he eventually starts learning the sword, learning the axe? Where did you envision that coming from?
Wow. It's kind of like a combination of quite a, like all TV shows and then like books I've read. There was that fighting style that the German knights introduced, and it was all very like using the like grabbing the sword itself and using the handle as a battering like kind of weapon and all that kind of stuff. So it was basically what I was trying to do, especially with Adelia, is think on your feet, and that's what she's trying to instill in Falcon, and that's what he's naturally kind of like got in his head, because there's a fight scene in the book, and he does a move that she wasn't expecting, and that's because he's naturally using like this, what he's learned from Den Fist, and also this kind of like using like weapons like axes and stuff. So yeah, a combination of both.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. Absolutely love that, because it's always like kind of one of my pet peeves is like everyone's so gentlemanly a lot of times in like traditional stuff. They're like, hey, you punch, I punch. But it's like in your book, there's grappling. It gets kind of dirty and gross. They tackle each other. It's, it's not just this romanticized version of combat. And I just thought that was a really interesting, like, was that something you were trying to instill in the audience with it?
Yeah. So one of the lads I used to train with, his name's Ben. I hope he listens to this, because a lot of the stuff was because of what he taught me. And he was, I remember training with him, and we were grappling or something like that. And he said, "How would you get out of this situation?" And I was thinking of like doing jiu-jitsu kind of thing. And he just bit me. And he said, he just bit, and he was just like, "That's how you get out of it." And there was another time when he was going, "Okay, you charge me and see what you can do." So I went to run at him, and he just started throwing stuff at me. Like we were in some like dojo that we used to rent out, and he just started throwing like mats at me and stuff like that. He says, and that's what he was like when it comes to like fighting, like real fighting. As you say, there's no you punch me, you punch. He says use anything kind of thing. And I don't know much about fighting at all. I'm not like, but like what I do know is that I'll bite you kind of thing, if I need to, So and that I sort of thought, oh yeah, I'll throw that in.
I loved it. So all right. So one of the things I want to talk about is the setting, because this was actually something that I've read a ton of fantasy. Like this is my wheelhouse. I'm a giant fantasy nerd. Cool. But like, so normally in fantasy settings, you'll either get small rural town where it's like 3 people and 1 horse, or else you'll get giant sprawling metropolis. But in your town, we have that kind of mix where it's a beginning town, but it's on the rise. It's growing. We see them under construction. And what was your kind of, I guess, design, your vision for wanting to place us in, that kind of growing city that isn't quite small hamlet in the middle of nowhere, but it isn't sprawling metropolis yet?
That's an interesting question. I don't have like I didn't think, this is. It just seems what was natural kind of thing. Like as I was drawing the map, and I was like, this is where Score's going to be, and that's part of Titan. And I was thinking, okay, so Score's obviously going to be a little, and it just built from this kind of natural like geography and how the world worked. And then I just put Falcon in that situation and thought, well, how would he deal with? How would that look? So it was all very very organic how it all came about. I think it was quite natural, the decision on it.
So I mean, was it like? So I don't know if maybe this is just me reading too much into it, but I saw like this kind of connection, this parallel between Falcon's growing and he's learning martial arts, he's learning to fight, he's building walls and getting going from the scrawny kid to wiry, and I picture a little bit jacked, but like I feel like he's growing at the same pace of this town that's getting a wall that's got all these new things going on. Was that on purpose, or have I just built my own fucking connection because I'm a crazy person? That
was all on purpose. I intended everything that you said. Yeah, that's the metaphor that I wanted to create.
There's a metaphor.
No, it was just it was just. I think it was. I suppose like on some when I write I've got like an without sounding like an arrogant little prick, by the way, I've kind of got like a bit of like a genuine connection to my story. Like I live me kind of book, and so I think what you've said is probably I've wrote it unintentionally. There's been so many times where I've been writing and stories have developed without me knowing. And so what I think what you're saying is quite accurate, to be honest. It kind of makes sense what you're saying, and it's because he would have to develop if this town around him is developing, then he would have to develop because that's the life he knows. He's lived in all these houses, so he's got that mentality of Score in his head, even though he resents it. Yeah. So we asked. So you are right. I didn't intend it, but it's just happened, kind of thing, I guess. Very good, mate. Yeah.
There we go. See, that's perfect. We'll jump to that. So all right. So one of my lines that I highlighted in this that definitely hit me in my feels and made me a little bit like, God damn it, you're right. He goes, it's Sal talking to him. He goes, masonry work suits you. You've grown already. The tiredness is a sign of your growth. I go, man, I've grown a lot in my life then, man. I'm fucking exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I've got 2 other things. So one, talk us about breath, because that was the biggest thing. Like when me and Dina were talking about this off
yes.
air,
I'm not gonna even lie. Like I raised a riot because I wanted more breath.
Okay.
What the fuck happened? I want breath.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah.
I was
No,
gonna say,
finish
so,
your
like the
question.
magic system, is that something that we can expect in future novels with this?
Yeah, man. So like I've had a lot of people say like, oh, where's the godmen? Where's the politics and stuff like that? And where's breath? And you know, the thing is, these are all things that are happening in this world. And Falcon, he's a little scruffy kid. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to meet the gods of the world in the first book, and he's not. That's what I mean. He's a 15-year-old lad. So although there's a lot of 15-year-old lads I know who are into cocaine and stuff like that. but
if you're a 15-year-old lad, please do not try cocaine.
Oh, do not do drugs. No, I'm saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying where I grew up was rough, you know.
Yeah.
So do not do that. But like a normal lad wouldn't be associated with that. So he's growing into that world, and we're growing with him. So the breath, the magic system, it's all going to come through. But like I'm teasing you to death. I am. I'm proper giving you little grains, and it's obvious. I mean, it's 100%. It's a marketing thing to make you buy, you know, and you know, and get hooked into the story, because you know it just didn't feel right that I would throw him in and he knew what all this stuff was, because he is just a young lad as well. But yeah, yeah. Oh no, I can't tell you, but it is going to come. More breath is coming. Don't worry.
Can you
Breath is
DM
coming.
me?
Yeah.
Can I DM you? No.
DM me. Damn it.
No,
right,
it's
so,
go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, I'm just going to say it's I'm very like cautious about what to give away about the story, because I hope everyone who reads it enjoys it, and I wouldn't want anything spoiled. So I'm keeping all my cards close to my chest.
I want it spoiled.
No.
I am your sister wife. God. Not fair.
All right, so I've got two other things, because this will not be spoilers, but I love mythological creatures, and one of the things that you kind of drop, again, those little grains out at me, is some of the animals in this world that we haven't seen yet. But we have the Necaleaves, we have the Arachnitar, and I want to know, where was your inspiration for some of these creatures, and what other wild, crazy, fucking weird amalgamations of animals do we get in future books?
Well, I'm not going to say like what's in the future books, but the Arachnitar, I just wanted like a big fuck off monster kind of thing. And
fuck off monster. That is a term I'm going to use in the future book. That is amazing.
So I was thinking like, I was just thinking, well, okay, what's scary and stuff, and I was like, well, a big fuck off spider, and I was like, okay, well, what's even madder, and I was like, just put on a fucking horse and shit, like make it like dead fast and all that. So yeah, that was the inspiration with an Arachnitar. I just wanted to create like something that hadn't been done, but was like terrifying, and like obviously I've went through different designs in my head of what it looks like, but obviously people are coming up with their own stuff of what that is, because Adelia doesn't describe what it is as well, and Falcon doesn't ask. It's just kind of like, oh, okay. So so I've left that to the imagination. The Necaleave, that was purely like just me coming up with. So I have to say that was just my design, like in my head, that I came up with this creature's as like putrid as I could. And yeah, so you will meet them soon, the Necaleaves. You will meet the Necaleaves soon. The
that was the one that got
so
me.
much.
I was like, holy hell.
Yeah.
We've got one final question for you, and this is one that's near and dear to my heart, that we had a prior interaction with when you were about 6 Jaegers deep. So we sometimes on writers' Twitter, we get inane questions asked about our main characters in books. So you'll get something like on writers' Twitter, you'll get like, hey, so what'd your main character have for breakfast? Or hey, if your main character had to do 80s breakdancing, how would they do? Just like things where you're just like, okay, I guess we want to interact. So I took that to a new level, and I asked inebriated Peter-Shaun, what would happen if his main character, Falcon, had to get in a fight with a oversized, ravenous cookie monster from Sesame Street in a world where there's been a giant cookie shortage and Cookie Monster has gone berserk? I would like to know, Peter-Shaun, how does this now go with Falcon?
You mean if I wasn't there?
Yeah, you weren't there. For the folks at home, Peter-Shaun immediately hopped on and said, well, I'd fucking stab the Cookie Monster if he came near Falcon. So Peter-Shaun is not here to protect Falcon from
No, he's on his own. Is it like a surprise attack, or is he like went to look for the Cookie Monster?
I don't know, Dina, what do you think? You got to give us, be the judge here.
Speaking from experience.
Of Cookie Monster fighting?
That is the central plot in the book.
He's got an inkling that the Cookie Monster has it out for him, but he doesn't know that this is the moment. Cookie Monster has found him.
All right. Okay. Cool. So I think what he would do is his priority would be to survive and come back and fight it on his own terms. I think that's what he'd do. So why is that funny?
So he's running from the Cookie Monster is what we're hearing. Because Falcon's a pure cerebral kind of kid. So if the Cookie Monsters just came from like a big 8-foot Cookie Monster, and Falcon's got what he's got, so maybe it like is an axe or a dagger and stuff like that, he's not going to be able to kill it. So all he's probably going to be able to do is in his mind, he's going to try and survive. That's it. That's his priority, because he knows he probably can't kill it on his own. Can't kill a monster like that.
Can't kill a monster like that. You need planning. So he's going to use his knowledge. So he's got some notion that it's after him. So he's going to use that to try and why are you laughing? This is serious.
I'm visualizing. I'm with you on this journey to battle the ravenous Cookie Monster, and I love every fucking minute of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. So he's going to try and maybe like wound it or blind it, so we can come back and find it and then slash its throat. Maybe when it's sleeping and all that.
Straight.
Yeah. No, as quickly as possible. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, that's what that'll happen.
That is beautiful.
I felt my answer on Twitter was better though.
Yeah, you the author threatening to stab the Cookie Monster was 100% the best. All right, we're gonna give you a chance to sell your book here in 1 second and speak directly to the person.
But before we do
this, I said in 1 second. In
okay. I was like,
first, a 1 second long plug.
I was literally, I gotta defend my boy. Like, we can't do this.
Thanks, Steve.
Now I actually want to hear you do a 1 second pitch. But before we get to that, check your Twitter DMs. Got you that up.
Oh, is this the reading?
This is the reading. So let's get our music ready. I'm so excited for you to read this one.
Am I doing it now?
All right, so for the folks at home, we like to have a section of our show where we do bad sex scenes. For the record, if you're a romance fan, if you love romance, we did not come up with this list. We just used Dr. Google. So, Peter-Shaun, in his sexy British voice, reads for us.
Okay.
Yeah, get your game face, bud.
Walkway to the terminal was all carpet, no oxygen. Dilly bundled Finn into the first restroom on offer, locked the cubicle door and pulled at his leather belt. "You're beautiful," she told him, going down onto her haunches and unzipping him. He watched her passport rise gradually out of the back pocket of her jeans, in time with the rhythmic bobbing of her buttocks as she sucked him. He arched over her back and took hold of her passport before it landed on the pimpled floor. Despite the immediate circumstances, human nature obliged him to take a look at a passport photo. What the fuck is going on? What's going-
Oh no.
So this dude's getting a little blowy, and all he can concentrate on is her
That's a
passport.
I can't wait to see the YouTube automatic transcript of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. I have a question because like I take really shitty like passport and license photos. So like I want to know what her passport looked like.
Yeah, I don't have that information for you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
this isn't real, by the way, Tina.
I felt it in my bones, okay?
Right. Okay.
You're gonna have to read the book.
You're gonna have to read the book to find out. Oh man, that's tremendous. So all right.
That's the least. Sorry, can we talk about this?
Yes,
are we
please
moving on?
talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
No,
go,
we're here to
go.
talk about it.
That's like the least like sexy way of, because it was starting well.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, the name
Yeah.
like Dilly, like the names were a bit like threw me off a little bit. The walkway to the terminal was all carpet, no oxygen. That's a weird line, isn't it?
I'm so glad Daniel has headphones on.
Yeah, my daughter had just woken up from her nap and she's showing me Minnie, so I'm sorry.
Aw.
Okay.
So, first, before you get a chance to actually sell your book, I want you to sell your book in 1 second. We've inadvertently stumbled onto a.
Oh no! Tell me when to start.
All right.
Buy me fucking book or I'll kill you.
That's a hell of a sell. That's
okay.
Yeah,
that's all I can come up with.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That might be the tagline of this episode.
Yeah.
All right, so for the folks at home, sell them on this book. Why should they get it? Where can they find it? And where can they find you on Twitter?
Okay. All you need to do to find me and find my book is Google Peter-Shaun Tyrell. Put down Google and my Twitter will pop up, my Amazon will pop up, and you'll be good. So that's how you find me, Peter-Shaun Tyrell. If you want to read my book, it's a classic fantasy fiction novel. My elevator pitch is that Lord of the Rings meets the Trials of Hercules. So if you want to go on a journey and go through trials in a proper fantasy setting, then that's the book for you.
The Oath and Blood Price, Part 1 by Peter-Shaun Tyrell is available now on Amazon, in ebook or paperback. If you want to experience a cross between the Lord of the Rings and the Trials of Hercules, well then, this is the novel for you. Link is in the description. Thank you again, Peter-Shaun Tyrell, for joining us this week, and we look forward to you the next time you step into the Don't Make It Weird studio.
Hey, and let me tell you guys what, we both read it. We both love it. I cannot recommend this book enough. And you know what? We're also going to tell you, especially for our indie authors, for our authors that are trying to make a name and get a name for themselves. Not only do we want you to get this book, I want you to give him 5 stars. I want you to comment, leave a review, let other people know that this is a book that they need to read. Because I'm telling you what, I'm going to be shouting this from the rooftops, baby. Oh,
Thank
all right.
you, John.
So, all right. So, guys, we are wrapping up a excellent edition of the Dina, sorry, we're not wrapping up anything.
No, I was just gonna say, because like I know that we have a very diverse like listener pool, you should probably spell your last name because that's not how we would pronounce it in America.
Okay. So my surname is Tyrell. It's like Tyrell.
Tyrell.
That's how I said it in my head this whole time. That's why I was like,
Me too. That's how I
yeah.
said it as well.
Perfect.
But it's Tyrell, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Y's are basically I's
Perfect.
most of the time
That's
in
good to
English.
know.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, this is wrapping up another excellent edition of the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I've been one of your hosts, Daniel Quigley. You can find me on Twitter at DanQWritesThing, just singular, because I write apparently one thing, and I ran out of characters. Where can the fine folks at home find you, Dina?
They can find me at Dinasaurus D. That's DINASAURS D.
And we've got producer, engineer, voice of reason, Sean Holden. Where can the folks find you, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at Chase Holden.
All right, guys, thank you again so much for joining us. Go pick up Peter-Shaun's book. We're telling you, you will not regret it. Please like, subscribe, give us nice reviews for this podcast as well. So again, Peter-Shaun, thank you so much for joining us, man. It was an absolute pleasure.
Me too. Enjoyed it.
Whew.